At the sight of this armored car, total commotion took over the Verla motor park in Kumbo. Businesses had been going on hitch-free this Friday morning until the passing of this armored vehicle, which accompanied members of the peace caravan to the Bui division to explain the resolutions of the major national dialogue. The reaction of the people who took to their heels follows warnings from the separatist groups who had asked the population to run whenever they see a military vehicle. Failing to have a conversation with the population at the Verla motor park, which was supposed to be their first stop, the caravan then drove to BBH quarters and Lucky.
Share as you are coming. Sharing is a duty. We're gonna be live maximum only for 40 minutes, and that's it for today. We are back. ADF, everything has been solved. Everything is going on smoothly. And now I am back again to the media. Share and invite. Susanna! 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 Oh, yes!
Anti-Irish boya!
Anti-Irish boya! Fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow Amazonians, it's a pleasure to have all of you today. I hope you are getting me. It's a pleasure to speak with all of you today. I'm so happy. I want to check my volume, please.
Businesses had been going on hitch-free this Friday
Good.
morning.
Can you hear me very well?
Of this armored vehicle, which
Please, can you hear me very well?
members of the peace caravan to the Bui division to explain.
Can you hear me very well? Hello, brothers and sisters, my fellow. Great. Okay, I got myself. So I want to thank you all, my fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow compatriots, fellow Amazonians, and fellow comrades. I want to thank you people so much, all the activists, for the great job that you are doing. I want to thank Eric Tato. One of the first time I want to start my talk show by thanking Eric Tato for the great job that he's doing. Capo Daniel, God bless you. You are doing a phenomenal job. Tapang Ivo, Tanku, you are doing exactly the great job, which I don't regret the reason why I compromised my popularity at the time of interim consortium leadership. Mark Barretta, you are doing amazing job in Twitter. However, you have to come back to Facebook. I compromised the biggest popularity I've ever had in my life during the interim consortium leadership that some people thought fighting for power could compromise Tapang Ivo and Mark Barretta. Mark, I didn't compromise my popularity that today you run Facebook and be there. Please come back. We're gonna create more Facebook accounts, even if it means every day we're gonna create until Facebook will be tired, Like Facebook is tired for me, they are tired for Tapang, and they are tired for blocking Capo Daniel. So too they will be tired of Mark Barretta, and I shall share it here every day. Mark Barretta's new Facebook form. This is humble resistance, and Mark Barretta, you must come back to Facebook. I know the struggle is in ground zero now, brother, but I want to tell you the truth. I've gone there. They have asked for me, where is Mark Barretta? At the time when Tapang Ivo was not, they asked, where is Tapang Ivo? These two people, they keep asking. Capo Daniel, they keep asking. These are three people they ask. Eric Tato is back and working amazingly. They delete my Facebook pages. One was 120,000 followers. I am here managing. Eric Tato the same. Tapang Ivo same. Capo Daniel same. So Mark Barretta, please, you have to come back. Our people want to hear from you. They want it. And our people have the right to resist. If people are resisting, they want to hear from you. Brother, trust me, you have a right to come back. One thing we all understand is that when we cannot propagate the narratives of that our people want to hear, the enemy takes advantage and speak to the people. And with my studies about the society and politics, it is easy for the enemy to grab the people when they lose focus or they lose grip from us. And so, Mark, so many thousands of people we have brought to this journey. It is also good that we keep the mobilization going on. Besides, I want to put my gloves because I hear there's corona outside. I'm not on the hearing, but I think that I want to be honest with you people, my fellow brothers and sisters. When I see this sick wearing at the column, so I survive. I survive. When I leave from Africa, from back home, I travel to Morocco. I spend 1 day airports. I come back, plane no be day for the go for US. Now yeah, I come take New York. As I day for New York, plane for take me, go for my own state. I carry again another more than 24 hours for that state of New York where it get buku, plenty for this sick way they outside. Now you where I carry my own. Now you where tell una as I day so now say I be young man. Yeah, I be young man where they come tell una so what where they tell una no be say I talk na blah blah blah. I mean know how they feel no. But the way I get na me I know I'm no. I tell una say I day so I be survivor. I no need test for proof. But I tell you the truth. I know this disease is very disastrous. When I never see me for 2 weeks for online. In a way, I make short video where they make so I know how I day. But I want to tell you and say, God way a day for Amber. Now God way they see we through. Now God way they see we through. As even at the talk show, I know. So not be everything we talk outside because some people they panic. Now I can tell you that if I go for that hospital for do tests, they could say, hey, this man though, you don't survive. Let's see him. That's what it did. So we are strong. I was doing so much sports, running. You don't just sit in the house, you die. Because it's gonna get into your flesh. So now I don't think I can ever die from corona. Survivor. Now, second thing where I want to talk about today, and I said, so all the activists, you all should know, you have preached to our people to come to this journey. Our people are in this journey because of you. And therefore, you cannot leave the people like this. You would continue to keep mobilizing the people. I've gone on the grounds and I've heard from the people. The people believe so much in listening from us. The people don't want to listen from Paul Biya. The people don't want to listen to CRTV. The people will only go to CRTV if you stop giving them news in media. We understand that the struggle is now on the grounds. We understand that our Amber Defense Forces, Amazonian Restoration Forces, and all genuine fighters down there in Ground Zero are holding grass very strong, bigly, and fatly. We understand that. We know that they are there never to return back again. But what about our fellow people in diaspora? What about those in refugees? Those that are in Nigeria, in Ghana, in all over the world, unexiled? What about those displaced in the bushes that need to hear from us once? We are the people, we made them to believe we are the voices of the people, and therefore we cannot stop mobilization. War mobilization will never stop until the day we arrive, and when you arrive, you still have to continuously mobilize your people, never to look upon any problem or any conflict we have that La Republic is better for them to go back. So continuous mobilization continue even after independence. Maybe you don't know, the work never stopped. I did not pick up activism that even after independence I would drop activism. I would make sure that after activism, the government that will hold them from the testes. If not, they will never give to citizens what citizens fought for. And so my activism is not even stopping after independence. And therefore, you should know that we have to continue this theme. And so I want to thank you all activists. You are doing a great job. Don Pacho, I want to thank you, Don Pacho. You know, Don Pacho actually is one of the people that I would also make a very good phrase for them. These are people that have vowed not to give up in the revolution, irrespective of the people they support today and they fail them. Don Pato fall in the among the group of people that are actually real ambas. Because if Don Pacho was one of the people that don't believe in Amazonia, he might have followed the numbers and so on to La Republic after Samuel Sako the thief failed them. I want to say Samuel Sako the thief, the widest thief, because this man has caused so much in the revolution after stealing. Don Pacho is one of the people that donated $500 to my trip to Buea. Ata John is talking today and he's scattered all over the world, all over the internet, because of he also donated $500 to my trip to Buea. When I started speaking out, when I donated my own 1 cent to my trip to Buea, people thought I was an enemy of Sako. I was not an enemy. I was just against embezzlement, thief, stealing, and exploiting poor people. I was just a realist. I saw it. I gave money to it. And when I started asking, they started telling me, how much did you give? How much did you give? All of a sudden, too, I started seeing one of the mothers who donated money in the revolution. The mother started asking a question and they kicked her out of the platform. Also, one of the most strongest, Mama Amba, Mom Paula, was kicked out of one of the Sarko's group. Mom Paula is one of the supporters of the interim government, one of the believers of the interim government. Mom Paula is one of the contributors to all the projects at the time to the interim government. When she started asking for accountability, she was kicked out by Samuel Sako and the gang. That was when I knew Sako is a big thief, is a widest thief, in fact, as Don Pacho. When Don Pacho started asking about realities and everything, what happened? Ata John has been kicked out from all Sako's gang. Ata John is kicked out after realizing that these people are thieves. And Ata John, who made life very unbearable for people like me. Ata John is one of the people who worked so hard to make sure that Atanga, because whatever Ata John was doing was for the sake of who? Atanga Jepo. Because he was fighting against genuine activists like me, Mark Barreta, Tapang, Ivo, Capo, Daniel. He did everything possible to destroy the self-defense that we have put in place in his so-called Southern Cameroon Police and Dashwa Amazonia. All of them are ghosts. They watch Amazonia, Kemi Ashu. All of them are ghosts, and they work so hard. And I have videos that I can show you the videos here of Christ Anos. Gideon was appreciating Ata John. And today the same people now are saying, forgive me, apology to Amazonian people, because unity is strength. You destroy unity for 4 years. And today you come to tell Amazonian to forgive you because unity is strength. Fellow Amazonians, I have told you to be very vigilant. There is something I want you all to know. Please share as we are coming. I want you all to share this, please. Please, my brothers and sisters, share. I want you to share this as we are continuing. God bless you all. Here as a lesson to all of you people, everyone in Amazonia to learn. I want you all to see if people that have been with these people, with Samuel Sako like Ata John, who was sent by the Cristiano to destroy ADF, destroy AGOSI, destroy Amazonian Defense Forces. Worst of all, my people, you can disagree with Dr. Cho Ayaba, disagree with AGOSI, but Amazonian Defense Forces is the forces that are fighting on ground zero. The unity begins from ground zero. When you fight the Amazonian, the ADF, that is a collaboration of so many forces, contender forces. You fight them. Who is a winner? La Republic. If you really believe in unity, The sabotage that Ata John gave to all of us today, fighting to make sure that Samuel Sako become the gang leader, Dashwash, Ambazonia, and so many of them, Ambazonia, and so on, that was Sako's a ghost profile. Fellow bro, I want us to see the reality. Watch your screen. I think that the better thing is for me to make sure you watch your screen and you see for yourself what you all created. Because today it's time for the truth and nothing else but the truth. Ata John today is crying. Why would you be crying, Ata John, if you did a great job and listened to people like me who stood as one-man commando? For 1.5 years, I stood as a one-man commando. The only thing that took me away from one-man commando, just like Tapang Ivo, the only thing that took us from one-man commando to come under Agofsi was your sabotage to innocent Agofsi leadership. Your stage of Dr. Cho Ayaba in London made us to believe that was a Messiah. God revealed to us early before time that only Messiahs are being fought in that way. What was the crime of Dr. Cho Ayaba? You sit in Maryland and Texas, organize, stage him in London like you staged Nso Foncha and Ekema. We know it. Nso Foncha was staged with fake Ekema's arrest. But just as Nso Foncha also is an old idiot, an old fool. Sorry I call this way. Nso Foncha is an old man that behaved like a kid. Cannot reason. When he was staged, he used that and was trying to fight. They will know now who is who. That in Amazonia, he's not the one who controls. They will know now who controls the ground. He used that to mock other people, to fight against other people, speak everywhere, fighting and talking loud, see everywhere. When it was a stage against him, he didn't know that his own ass was on a hot iron rod. It was on fire. It became blatantly that was a fake and a stage arrest of Ekema. So Foncha became a persona non grata because Samuel Sako wanted to kidnap AAC from Sofoncha and Sofoncha did not even know. And then that was how Sofoncha was fired from the AAC that he himself created. How can you create AAC when Yingfu Sangu? You took AAC to Sako. They gave you some money. He also gained some money from my trip to Buya. If not, Sofoncha, how many guns did you buy from my trip to Buya? From among the money that was given to you, around 170 something thousand US dollars, or you call it 70 something thousand US dollars. How many guns did you buy from those millions? You didn't. You used that to open your business. We are aware. Open your shoes. We are aware. Open your restaurant. We are aware of that. You think we are quiet because we don't know? And so Foncha today we want to stand to fight AGOFC, fight against ADF. Who are you even, so Foncha? What did you do in the revolution? The best thing you ever did was your propaganda during the beginning of self-defense. I cannot stop giving you credit for that. The propaganda during era of self-defense you did was good. But have you ever gone on the ground? Zero, nothing. You have never known even where ground zero is. Do you have the balls to go to ground zero? No. But you want to sabotage leaders that went to ground zero, inaugurated self-defense. So Foncha has two heads. Stand with Seseku, stand with Sako. You one of the people that sold Seseku because you narrated everything about Seseku to Sako. And we are aware, and we have pictures and videos and images. And so, fellow brothers and sisters, when you look at Ata John today, look at what Ata John is confessing today. You will now discover that where is Don Pacho today? Where is Eric Tato today talking? You have United Activists, United Youth Platform today. Why are the youth pulling now in a united platform instead of pulling into the blue and white gang? Most of the youth I see in the youth forum are those who are disappointed with Sako and they left because they are thinking that as youth now they want to chant a way forward. I want to thank for the time being I was with the youth. I gave them so much of my time and I gave them so much of my my advice. When I was in Ground Zero, there was a way I was communicating with Ground Zero was mostly through the Amber Youth. I was sending them all updates and all advice from what I've seen in Ground Zero. Some of them are ready to learn and some of them are still keeping the Ashawarian mentality. And so I decided to exit from the Amber Youth Forum. At this time, I'm not inside that forum. I left that forum because the Sakorian brain is still under some of them. Some of them have left Sakorian because they are disappointed, but they still have the same mentality. And they thought that some of us who come to join them was because our leaders have disappointed us. Dr. Cho Ayaba have not disappointed us. We are proud that God gave us a leader which is like Dr. Cho Ayaba. And so if I go to any platform today, don't think that you can take my mind out, because Dr. Cho Ayaba has not disappointed me. I will be the first in AGOVC to hit everyone if Dr. Cho Ayaba disappoint anyone. I am the whistleblower. Even inside AGOVC, as to all officials of AGOVC, I have never closed my eyes. I watch AGOVC 24/7, 360 degrees centigrade. I watch AGOVC round. And all AGOVC officials can tell you that I have screened everyone. That is my nature. You don't see me with a position in AGOVC. You know why? Because I have the eye over all the people in AGOVC that have positions. I am a natural eye over AGOVC. God sent me for a mission in this struggle. And that mission is executed greatly by AGOVC. And that is why it is my duty to protect the leadership of AGOVC, protect the leadership of ADF, and the never born dog where go stop me from this. Even the baddest boss, Benedict Kwa, my eyes are over him like this. Even the baddest deputy defense chairman, Sheikh Kaviwo Malim, can tell you that the way I fire him, sometime he asked me like, God, you give this Messiah, this person to come. Like, he can tell you. All the deputy defense chairman, Kapo Dane, can tell you last week how me and him stood for 2-3 hours non-stop. Tapang Ivo can tell you how I called him about 2 weeks ago or a week. And me and him and put things together. That is the way we function. And that is how me in person I function. AGOVCs can tell you how, if you do not participate, I kick you out of the group. I do this. It is what it is. It is what I have been sent to do. Because AGOVC has a well-defined roadmap to liberate homeland. Because ADF has a well-classified and professional self-defense leadership that will liberate homeland. It is my duty as a patriotic citizen to protect it. And I don't need the mandate from AGOVC to protect AGOVC. I don't need a mandate from ADF to protect ADF. It is my duty as a genuine citizen of Amazonia to make sure that the leadership that be must stand, even when the Judas are fighting them left and right. You thought we would take Dr. Cho Ayaba in London? People like Mom Wali on the move can tell you, when I want to talk, I cover my eye. Even if they bring the baddest boss, everything, I cannot open my eye and see. Mom Wali can tell you people. These are wonderful women in the revolution that I respect so much, because they are not only the richest Amazonian women, they are not only those women that say what a man can do, they can do more better. They are not only rich in their bank account, but they are the one participating in the revolution bigly and fatly. And that's why our forces in Ground Zero keep telling me, Mom Wali, Mom Wali. They call me the mother of soldiers. That's what they told Mom. They told me, Wali on the move is their mother. I heard from Ground Zero. I know the real people now in this struggle from Ground Zero. And Dr. Akwanga, who goes to Ghana and sleep with women and girls and give them money. I have all evidence and documented evidence. I want to tell Dr. Akwanga to stay clear from AGOVC leadership. If you start calling them as Graphy man, as you are calling Graphy or whatever, I want to tell Dr. Akwanga, I have your documented evidence that I gathered from Nigeria and Ghana. Ghana in particular. What you do when you go to Ghana and stay in that guest house, not a hotel, not in, but guest house. I mentioned a guest house. Stay clear, Dr. Akwanga, because your file is so big. If I hear anything about Dr. Akwanga, if Dr. Akwanga say anything against AGOVC or ADF or Dr. Cho Ayaba, you are finished. The $200 you gave to who? And why? And what for? And why the person came to show you? Was for what reason? You took advantage? What did you do? Dr. Akwanga, be very careful. For the first time, I respect you as a senior in this struggle. You are a father of self-defense. I understand. I said it. I will never withdraw those words. But today, you are a nonchalant. In fact, today you have become persona non grata. I will be declaring your declaration in times ago. If you don't refrain, you know whenever I make a declaration, it doesn't end there. And so I want to stop here and don't make any declaration against Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga. But Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, I have your files from Nigeria and from Ghana. And your files are so nasty. Those women that you have, whatever, they speak to me. I am a humanitarian. And so our people feel free when they see me. They tell me how they were used when they have problems. I've gone down there, I have helped our people, and I have not even used a single person. I have not even used a single person, and the videos I have with them, I have not even liberate those videos out in public, because some certain videos I cannot put it out in public. There's no way I see our people in desperate situation, I make videos and then I release them. I document evidence of things, I put them out. I was in Nigeria, I was in Ghana, I was in Ground Zero, I was in Cote d'Ivoire, I was in Benin. Yes, but I have those. I was in Morocco. These are African countries. I was Nigeria, Ghana, Benin, Morocco, Ivory Coast, and then Ground Zero, Amazonia. This is how my trip was. 6 countries, Amazonia and Amazonia. I went to Amazonia 2 times. But I want to let people know I have documented evidences. Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga and the South African, don't if you attack AGOVC, what you and the South African get, look, what the driver of the car, look, Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, please, if you are close to him, tell him to shut up his mouth, for I have a lot of counts against him. Whatever they do when they go down there to our displaced people, you take advantage of the people that are displaced and use them. You take advantage of those who are sick, even a patient. You take advantage of anything you see. Jack and Jill. What about the fake education to China? What, you know, these are women I'm talking here. So Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga should stay clear, because his file I have is so big, and I have documented evidences and pictures and videos. And so I want to be very matured at this time. I want to be so matured, because at this time it is good I be matured for a nation. And so if Dr. Akwanga do not attack AGOVC and attack ADF, I don't know he exists. If Dr. Akwanga don't attack the leadership of ADF and AGOVC that I must protect, that is my duty to protect, that I did all my best to make sure they stood as they are today. I want to tell you, Dr. Akwanga, when you dance the kwekwe with Samuel Sako, the widest teeth, I know you were up to no good. You saw money and you forgot even about your forces in Ground Zero. And I will ask you where Sokadev is fighting that you want to cause a ceasefire. How many years have you ever heard about Sokadev again? After the death of General Ngong of Sokadev, after General Ngong of Sokadev died, that was the end of Sokadev. Sokadev was existing thanks to General Ngong. And today we want to ask you, you want to call for a ceasefire. That, I mean, where are you fighting that you want to call for a ceasefire? Let us know, Dr. Akwanga. You have taken Namberes to Ghana. I have all the evidence. In fact, I make pictures with the center where you took Namberes to. I have evidence and everything. I even have the flyers that were left over in Ghana. You give $50 to people who spend a lot of money to organize your APLM, and you give $50 to them and you say you sponsor them. I have met with our fellow comrades, married women and men, gentlemen, who are able to help anyone that coming from to help the people. You use them. You give them $50 and you say you sponsor them. How do you sponsor people for $50, Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga? I have your file is so big. What you go down there and do to the people, I want to tell you, Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, that should stop. Respect our refugees. And this is a sound warning to everyone that goes down there and use them. Please, be very careful. You want to get one to marry one, good and fine. Don't use them. You want to go and, because you want to be very sympathetic to our people, go down there and get a good wife, good and fine. I have no problem for that. But if you are going to sleep with 1, sleep with 2, sleep with 3, use them, you want to give them fake China education, you lie to some of them that you want to send them to China for education just to sleep them. Once you sleep in their private part, give them some $20 or whatever, that's it. You give $50 to able gentlemen and women and say you sponsor them. So you think that because our people are desperate, you will give $50 to them and say you sponsor them? Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, your file is so big that if I open your file, 4 hours is so small for me to talk about it. Your file is so big in my office. I have documented everything since I was down there. And I have everything documented. So I think that Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga should be very careful. You are dealing with the wrong generation. And remember that this is the Android generation and this is our time. So Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, be very careful. I want to say here, Liberation TV has come to liberate the people, and Liberation TV has not stopped sign, and there's no U-turns. Once I say it, I never regret, and there's no apology for the things I say about Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, because you have touched the cobra from the tail. This should be the last time. Now we are moving forward. In so Foncha and Kem. In so Foncha, you should be very, very careful, and this is the last time I want to tell you to stay clear. Stay clear from ADF. It is my duty to protect the ADF leadership that I fought so hard since they staged Dr. Cho Ayaba in London. I saw every reason to compromise my activism from a one-man commando that I have stood for 1.5 years. I said, now I have seen Samuel Sako as a thief. Seseku has been kidnapped, unfortunately. And now Samuel Sako has come and become a thief. So Foncha is not even doing anything possible. I see that Akwanga has been compromised by Sako. I see the only uncompromised leadership in the revolution is Dr. Cho Ayaba, who says that even in the dialogue negotiation time, he cannot face Paul Biya because he would just kill him. This is the person I want to call a revolutionary leader, who has said if the time for mediation reach, he don't even want to sit in any table with Cameroon because he will turn the table upside down. Dr. Cho Ayaba has said that people to go are people like Honorable Molan Joli Timbe, people like Dr. David Makongo, people like Christine Bini. I don't know if I'm calling it right, but he has called people that are honorable people in Ambazonia and say these are people that should go there to represent, to talk for Ambazonian people, and not a strong-hearted man like him because he would turn the table upside down. That is a good leader. Dr. Cho Ayaba is a good leader. He is not a power-drunken person. Dr. Cho Ayaba did not dismiss Tapang Ivo and fired Mark Barretta from the interim consortium leadership. Remember that. Dr. Cho Ayaba did not take over the consortium and flush Bala out of his consortium. Remember that. Dr. Cho Ayaba did not in any way sabotage Seseku Ayok Tabi, impeach him and incarcerate him. Dr. Cho Ayaba did not do that. Dr. Cho Ayaba instead says, stand with our prisoners of war, stand with our refugees, stand with our soldiers. Dr. Cho Ayaba has never ever said anything nasty to Seseku and Co that are in prison. And so, my fellow brothers and sisters, I want to thank all of you people that are here. I want to thank all of you people that are here watching. Oh, Abu Free, you know, no, Abu Free, you know, did not say this thing where they cause a corona day. And they put, because Ashawarians are here, they're all infested with corona. I have to put my gloves so that when I talk in the media, and those people with coronavirus are here watching me and so much hate they give, corona doesn't attack me. The corona can come from the media and attack me right here. You know, this is the reality at the time. So please, my wonderful Dr. Abu Free, God bless you. Welcome, doctor. God bless you, doctor. Welcome. God bless you. So I am protecting myself because the media, coronavirus can exist too. You don't know. This thing is not yet discovered. You don't know how corona can function. And so it can come from the media, maybe from my camera. It can just jump from somewhere in China now. Somebody is watching me, and you know, I have to protect myself. By the way, people watching me now here, you have to understand that you have to protect yourself too. But you have to also put your, you know, every time you have to wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Please, it doesn't matter. You wash your hands 20 times a day. Just wash your hand. Just wash your hands. It doesn't matter whether you wash your hand 20 times a day. Just keep washing your hands. And if you don't wash your hands, please use you don't wash your hands, use alcoholic you know, hand dispensers, or like, you know, hand sanitizers. Use the hand sanitizers, alcoholic hand sanitizers, right? I don't say soap. Wash your hands with soap, but use hand sanitizers too on your palms every time. If you are out of home, if you are out of water, always use that. But immediately as you see water, rinse your hands and wash your hands. Take at least 20 seconds minimum to wash your hands. It should be, I say, 30 seconds and above. It doesn't pain you washing your hands for 1 hour. You can take water, also put Dettol in water in your house and use the Dettol to wash your hands too. You can also drop some couple of bleach in it. Don't too much. When I say bleach like this, some of you have children. Nobody should drink bleach. If you drink bleach, you will die. Bleach will just bleach your stomach, you will just die. In fact, you will kill your gallbladder, kill your pancreas, kill your small intestine. It's very soft intestine. And it will cause gastritis because the acidity in it will just destroy you. Please, nobody should drink bleach. Where have you seen that people drink bleach? That is a heresy. Don't do that. So please, be very safe this time. Corona is real. It has been killing people. It kills black people. Don't say corona kills white people, because I think the white people may have money to go to take medication in the hospital. Their governments are very, very classified. Their government has a lot of money in trillions. The US government has just released 2 trillions to help the people, help the white people, help the black people in America. What about you in Africa? How much are your government releasing? Nothing. So please practice protection is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. Africa, please, your government are all thieves, embezzlers. They are all Sarkorians. And so I call all of you in Africa to be very careful. Please practice better hygienic sanitation practices. Prevention is better than cure. Just as you put condoms before you have sex in fear of HIV/AIDS, you should also be putting something in the hands like this that look like condom but for the hands to protect your fingers. Also wear your mask where you doubt to protect yourself from this Ebola. This coronavirus. Wear your mask, wear gloves, and try to make sure that when you wear that mask, be very careful not to touch the mask with your finger, because you are going to contaminate the fingers. Again, you wear the mask, remember that the bacteria can hang on the mask. But there's one thing I want to let you know. The mask does not prevent you from having the corona. Be careful. The mask does not prevent you from having corona. The mask prevents you from sharing if you already have it. Be very careful. The mask does not prevent you from having corona virus. The mask prevents you from sharing, from breathing it out. Do you understand? Don't think that you put the mask and go too close to somebody that have corona and then you can embrace him and then you breathe with him and then you think you're not gonna. You are in fact you have corona. You finished. Do not, if you see any way, avoid public places. In fact, avoid public places as much as you can do. Corona is not yet well discovered. Even the mask that they are selling, people say the size of corona is this. You have seen across the world that animals that are in Asia are not the same size like animals in Africa, are not the same size like animals in America, and are not the same size like animals in North America or South America or in Asia or in Europe. Animals have different sizes depending on whatever part they are in the world. And so you all should be careful that a coronavirus might be so big in China, but in Africa, this virus can be so skinny, very small. You want to understand this? A coronavirus might be a little bit bigger in America, in Africa is small. And if it is small in Africa, because of the heat might make it not to grow big. Because maybe African people are so big that the corona doesn't have enough food to eat, because African people too suffer. You don't have enough food in your flesh. The coronavirus too will be starving. It might have a little bit small shape. And now you think that it cannot penetrate that mask. Coronavirus in Africa might be a slave queen. It will just get in through those masks. So please, this coronavirus have not studied the morphology of the coronavirus in terms of atmospheric conditions. If it was those times that I was still working in the chemistry laboratory, I would try to see how I could manipulate to know the morphology of this coronavirus. But now I don't, during this struggle, I stopped being a medical student, and now I spend more time studying political science. And so in that case, I don't have the proper analogy or proper equipment for me to manipulate to know the morphology of this coronavirus in terms of locomotion, in terms of its shape, in terms of its reactions to when it comes to different people, different shapes, and how it's metamorphosizes itself, or it is a fix, or whether it has a fix, what they call the active sites, or the active site keep on changing like the one in the HIV, because these RNA viruses are very, very difficult and complex. You understand that corona is an RNA virus, and so some of us that studied a little bit medical, we understand how difficult it takes to produce medication for RNA viruses, because the RNA virus have an active site that is sometimes not fixed. It winds like a slave queen, winding one buttocks, one ass, winding one nose, one breast, jacking up one this. That is how RNA virus behave, and therefore the medication work like a lock and key hypothesis. For those of you that study the lock and key hypothesis that they used to cure bacteria, because bacteria they have one shape, one active site. You can stick a lock into it and then you destroy it. But for viruses, it's difficult because they keep changing their active site. By the time you produce a medication that can fit like a lock to the active site you are coming, they have changed their shape like a slave queen. You see a slave queen that is a virgin. Before you go and knock door and you are coming, the slave queen has changed shape. It has become very elastic because so many machine sources have entered and come out. That is how RNA viruses behave like this. You don't know where the head is. Before you think the head is here, you are coming, the head is already where the nyach is, and the nyach is already where the shoulder was. And so it's difficult for scientists to have clear treatment of these viruses. So, but I don't have enough information about that. So in days ahead, I will be able to do that. So fellow brothers and sisters, stay safe, my people. Be very safe. This corona is real. It kills black man as much as it kills the white man. Don't we not say that we have the same blood? White man, black man, same blood groups. The people that survive corona the most are those with blood group O. If you have blood group O, you have the ability to resist corona. Those with blood group A, I'm so sorry, brothers, you have a lot of, if your blood group is group A, be very, very careful. This corona is a Trojan to those with blood group O. Those with blood group B, I think they can resist a little bit. But those with blood group O, they can resist so much corona, because I think that the antidote in their blood is, the antigens in their blood do a lot of fighting, or the antidote. I don't know, but those with blood group A are vulnerable to be attacked by coronavirus. And so be careful. Those of you that have somehow weak immune system, protect yourself. Protect yourself very well, because you don't know what will happen to you. If you have a weak immune system, please just protect yourself. Those of you that have suffered from mumps, if you have ever suffered from chicken pox, mumps, measles, maybe meningitis, Ebola, stay clear from, protect yourself the highest, because if you have ever suffered from one pandemic or epidemic, it means that you have a weak immune system and you should be careful. Right. So I know I'm one of the people that have lived in in villages and passed through, and my immune system is so tough and rough. That's why when I see older people, I don't go close to them. The reason is because I might have this corona and it cannot kill me, because I have survived so many conditions where the virus was not able to affect my immune system. I've been an Atalaku too, so I am Atalaku. So thank you so much for that one. Before I end the talk show today, as I promised, I'm not gonna take longer. I want us to take a look at these scenes from Atajon. Atajon is one of the loyalists of Sako, and today he is begging for forgiveness after fighting people for 4 years. Atajon was one of the baddest people, fighting people for 3 years, and today Atajon is confessing and asking for unity, because he is the one who destroyed unity for the past 3 years, and I want all of us to see that evidences before I go today. So I want you all to learn from today. What you are learning today is that please stop fighting other people, because we have the mandate to you do not have monopoly of sabotage. This is Atajon. Atajon say, when you see clear evidence from people like Don Pacho of Sako deal with you, of Sako deal, you will understand. Again, let me take it over. When you see clear evidence from people like Don Pedro, that's Don Pacho, of Sako deal, you will understand. All frontline leaders are not clean. No, Sako has failed you. Don't come and tell me all frontline leaders. It is like a man who had a bad girlfriend. Because you had a bad girlfriend or a bad wife, you now want to categorically and authoritatively say that all women are bad. You are the worst person, because you cannot use your medulla oblongata, your pituitary, your amygdala to make a good decision, to know who is a good lady or a good woman. And so, because you have bad vision to select a good woman, you don't have instinct. Now, because you have a bad one, you say all women are bad. That means your mother was also a slut, right? Good. It's just like a man who, a man who made a bad selection and have a woman who made a bad selection and had a bad man. You don't use your instinct. You select a bad man, and then when you have a man that was not good, you say all men are dogs. That means your father too is a big dog. Is that clear? So you cannot say all the leaders are bad because you choose a bad leader. Sako is a thief. You choose a Pentecostal jackass, a Pentecostal Jacobin, a Pentecostal thief of Ashawari as your leader. He's a thief. So don't say all leaders are thief because your leader was a thief. You see, you will apologize again after some years that you were calling that all leaders were bad, because you don't have the vision to know who is. How many leaders have you gone close? I gave money to my trip to Buya. That means I went close to Samuel Sako and he proved me wrong. And so you would understand. Do you understand? Good and fine. Let us see more from Ata John, because I want us to use this opportunity to lecture all the people that are still fighting against. Ata John again is saying that I want us all to read this thing, because I want us to see it's coming from Ata John. I want his name to be out here so you can see. This is Ata John talking. Ata John is one of the most consistent black leg that Samuel Sako hired to fight against all genuine leaders like Dr. Cho Ayaba. So Ata John say all the La Republique ghost profiles will be frustrated when Ambazonians stop fighting within ourselves. No, you are the one who thought whom. So for the past time when you were fighting against Amazonian people, so you knew La Republique ghost profile were happy. You see, this is the same thing we have been saying, that you, Ata John, has been helping La Republique, and you thought we were kidding. Today you yourself believe, you now say it openly that you are fighting against Amazonian was helping La Republique. And so when they say you were a La Republique agent, Ata John, but you know that we know who you are, by the way. Who is Ata John? What is the name of Ata John? Now, let us come back here to know who Ata John is, by the way. Your father has I'm not going to say anything about your father, because your father is independent. Your father is not responsible for your act. So I know your father have a garage in Bamenda. I know where your house is located. You bought land in Kambe. You bought land in Mankon. And we have everything and evidences of the land that you bought, Ata John. But we are not going to go deep to know who your father is and your family and everything. But Ata John is a Boningong Jute. The name of Ata John, the real name is Aboningo Jute. He is from Tabesi Quarter. And you know your family home is near the church. I don't want to disclose the family name, because this is look, don't deal with these people revolution, please. I'm telling you, your life is at risk. Do not do anything to sabotage the revolution, because whatever you have done, remember that lives have been lost. Your stupidity in fighting ADF before has caused so much. You want to apologize at a time when how many forces have been killed in Bui? You want to apologize at a time when you have been propagating the fake narratives of Chris Ano and our forces are being killed. And now today you want to stand and say, oh, I want to apologize to all Ambazonians for all the in-house fights that I did. But you know that you are a native of Bameli. Ata John is a native of Bambili. His real name is Aboningong Jute from Tabesi Quarter. You live in Netherlands. I knew all these things long time. And you think that some of us, when we don't put things out there, it doesn't mean we don't have. We look at you and, like Dr. Cho Ayaba say, when you fight us, we have pity for you. You bought a land in Kambe. You bought a land oh Lord. You are resident in Netherlands. You got married in 2018 with a lady, I don't want to call her name. She is from Ako in Bameli. Your wife, you got married in 2018 and your wife is from Ako, from Bameli. Ata John, look, we have the intels. Cameroon can tell you that we have things that Cameroon doesn't know how we get it. And so you are small like this. For me, I was just like, Ata John, I have been to big things about this revolution. I have gone to talk to our people institutionally connected with institution versus institution. I wrote letters to the United Nations. I wrote letters to the Congress in US. I sit and write letters every month. Distribute more than 10 letters every month in this struggle. It's been 4 years and 3 years. I've been so much doing that. And so you think Ata John has, who is Ata John to be difficult for me to know who he is? Who? I have everything. Look, my mobile is in my hand here. These are my information. These are my TVs. These things here give me so much information. People, how many thousands of people connect to my radar? And so Ata John got married in December 2018. He got married to a lady. Let me keep the name of the lady. From Bameli. You know your father is a danger man. I don't want to quote your father's nickname. I can't say it here. Danger man is your father's nickname before. I don't want to say it here. But Danger Man, that is your father's nickname. You know, I know you. I know even your father's nickname. Your father has an auto garage, a car maintenance garage, like a mechanic garage. I don't want to talk about where it's located because I know it. I love food market in Bamenda, especially hospital around, you know. So Ata John, be careful. You made my job so hard in this struggle. If I'm one of the people who give up, I could have given up because of this Ata John. You call me a Ngong dog. You make a dog. When, look, Ata John, why I call you La Republic was because at the time when the governor of Pacific Zone, the governor of La Republic to south, to the what they call the south, whatever, Governor Okaila Bilai, when Governor Okailia or Okelia or Okada Bilai was calling us dogs, Ata John was making a mockery of me as a dog. He brought a picture of me with a hat and say Verla Franklin. He brought also a monkey and write my name in that monkey as Verla Franklin, making a call and smoking a cigarette. So Atanga, look, you were working the same thing that the colonial governor of the Southern Zone was doing, the same thing you were doing. How will I not call you La Republic? And today you want to confess for 4 years that you derailed the struggle, that for 4 years that unity is strength, when we preach unity and you destroy. Those who don't want unity like Samuel Sako, Ekome, and Chris Ano, you stand with them. Now I have all your biometric information, the name of your wife family, your father, even the nickname, your father's garage, where is it located? You got married in December 2018. I have the intel. I have where it happened and how it happened. I have your real name, Abonengong Jut. Ntabesi Kwata. You are from Bameli. I get all these things, Ata John. Look, you people are too small for me. The intel I have is so much. I've gone to ground zero. I've gone there. People I know. I made it known this year so you people can understand that we AGOCs always go down there. Wali on the move can tell you her mission. Sheikh Avio Malim uncountable time can tell you. The Amazonian SJ Secretary General can tell you uncountable time. Dr. Cho Ayaba went to that village and launched self-defense right from the grounds. Some of you were not yet born when Dr. Cho Ayaba stormed that village and launched self-defense. Where were you at? Some of you don't exist that time. But today you want to prove that you can fight against Dr. Cho Ayaba. You can fight against people who mean a lot to us. Let me tell you that you have to work so hard to achieve your wicked dreams. Because the Amazonian people that we know are not ready for those your stupid things that for those your stupidity. Listen to Ata John today. Look at another one. I want us to look at this. Ata John is not posting. Look at this. I want you to see this. Look. Ata John, youths of Amazonia must allow Papa and Mami them above 50 for the cause disunity among us. Youth of Amazonia must not allow Papa and Mami them above 50 years for not the cause disunity among us. Ata John, you see, you are an idiot because you don't know the reason why we choose Dr. Cho Ayaba, the youngest leader in this struggle. How old is Dr. Cho Ayaba? Is he above the 50 you are talking? You see how idiotic and foolish you are? When you say all Amba leaders are bad people, where do you classify Dr. Cho Ayaba? He's a youth. He is below that age. You say, good. Ata John, you are saying that people above the age of 50. Now you can see how stupid you are. We brought a young leader, a young youth, a person who understands this current generation because he's part of the current generation. But you did not leave us rest with those who are old people. Yeah, Pata sang this. Yeah, Pata sang this. Until Pata sang covers his ears to us. And today, where is Pata sang today? You all did not allow Pata sang to listen to our critics. Our critics sometimes are so hard, very hard critics. But the critics, we have the leaders to be safe, to be protected. You block our critics, and today Tatang Wilfred and Ayok Seseko are down there. If Tatang Wilfred had listened to us, they could have been like Ayok, they could have been like Dr. Cho Ayaba, and nothing could have happened to them. Dr. Cho Ayaba listened to us, shield away from those who have Facebook talking as if you have eaten somebody's meat. Talk and look at Tasang Wilfred today. Oh, Patasang. Oh, you have even a profile picture of Patasang. Are you not even ashamed that the Patasang that You stop him from listening to us today is in Yaoundé. Be very careful. Be very careful. Ata John, be very careful. Mr. Jude, Aboningong Jude, Mr. Ata John, be very careful. I want to come back to the Ata John's screenshot so we can see now. Look, there are so many of those. Let us go over those screenshots. Call Ata John and Comrade Dash Wash. You see Dai White? Dai White is one of the worst ghosts like Ata John in the struggle. People who took all their time fighting and causing disunity in the revolution. So now you want to say unity? Because you know you have been disunity. You have been so devilish in the revolution. Call Ata John and Comrade Dash White are for unity and full restructure of the whole revolution. Failure to do so means no Ambazonia. You are crazy. We did not let it go when you were destroying it. You say you want to restructure because you destructured it. Brats. These are people that I'm telling you, once you give them opportunity, they will act like Sofoncha. Give Sofoncha opportunity and he will destroy the same thing. Give Chris Ano opportunity like opportunity was given to them in Washington DC Unitary Conference. They destroy it. Do not give them any opportunity. These are demons. They want to infiltrate you and cash your leaders to Yaoundé after they caught Seseku and Tassan Wilfred to Yaoundé. Why is it that after Seseku and Tassan Wilfred were kidnapped, Ata John disappeared that time? Where was Ata John when he went to got married in 2018 December? How did he get married in December 2018? Question you need to ask yourself. These are people that they want to gain favor. Once you give them the favor, they will take over. I want to let you know, once you give them time and give them, they want now to come to ADF to say they are prodigal son. Let me tell you, we don't want friends. Stay where you are. They want to stay now with ADF to say, oh, we are prodigal sons of ADF now. We are repentant people. Let me tell you, Ata John, stay clear. They want to infiltrate us now. You have tried and failed with your ghost profile. So many ghost profile you created to infiltrate us. You failed. They infiltrated Mandela's and so on. Mandela's were very organized. When sometimes they infiltrate Mandela's, I laugh. Mandela's don't gossip. Mandela's say everything that they say in their group is what they say out in the public. Mandela's are the most greatest mindset in the revolution. Whatever Mandela say in their group, in their chat group, in their house, is exactly what they say out in the public. So when you come inside there, you will see nothing. We have our meetings. We say the same thing that we put in public. I never have any writing for a meeting with Mandela's. We say the same thing that you hear me saying in public. We don't create blackmailers and castigators. You should know better. This Ata John, please continue to see this Ata John. A sincere apology to all Ambazonians I insulted. Please look a place in your heart and forgive me. United we stand. United we are stronger. Ata John, the only thing I want to let you know is this. So you accept that you were insulting Ambazonian people. Wait for the two over the blood of you were insulting Ambazonian people. That means for the past 4 years, you have caused so much harm in the struggle than Atanga Jipo. And today you confess it from your mouth. Sometimes you say confession or apology is not weaknesses but strength. Let me tell you, fellow Ambazonians, if Atanga Jipo come and say like last time, forgive me, did you forgive Atanga Jipo? Atanga Jipo of course cannot bring Mami Api back, cannot bring Samsoya back. Will you forgive this Ata John when he cannot bring back Seseku that they all impeach, manipulated, they all impeach and neutralize? Only when Seseku will be free and Tassan Wilfred, that we will know how we will start to forgive you. Do you understand? Do you understand? When my trip to Buyada, you block us from doing activism that we know better. When we will see that my trip to Buya 2 million, we will understand how we will start to forgive you. Do you understand? You all block Sako and make Sako to be a terrorist, to be a dictator. Sako went and borrowed money on the head of Amazonian people, 20 million US dollars. When that money will be given to Amazonian people, we will know the signal how to forgive you, how to start forgiving you. I say how to start forgiving you, Ata John. We will know the signal. The money Sako took from Washington Unitary Conference that he did not organize. When that money will be given to Amazonian people, we will know how to forgive you. Ata John, the money Sako took from Germany, light Nambere and cause Nambere to disarm and be calling Paul Biya today as Papa because Paul Biya has given him small 5 million. I want to let you know, Ata John, when those things are clarified, we will start to know how to treat you. Otherwise, you are persona non grata. One of the highest nightmare in the revolution. You cause so much. Go back to center because you have not done anything inch to disturb us. And you are not anyone in the revolution. Go and get married like you did in 2018, December 2018. Your name is Abongong Jute. Your name is Jute from Tabesi. And you are from Bameli. Your wife is from Bameli too. Your pa has garage in Bamenda, close to Full Market. I don't want to disclose it because your pa is not responsible for your act. You have been exposing so many people and their parents in media. You took the pictures of my parents and put in media. My parents and me are not even together. Even when my parents saw those pictures in media, they called me bad person. They called me very evil person in the family. But Ata John, you took the pictures of me and my parents and put in media, and today you want to ask for forgiveness? Are you going to apologize to my parents for their pictures that you took and spread all over media? Brats. Now last time be time, fellow brothers and sisters. We stand with the truth. You want to beg for apologies, my ass. See, when we not go all get sense for head, say all this cyberbullying, they make the world call us Southern Sudan. We not go thank me. You, a cyberbully, you are the one who has been bullying people. Thief. You are the one who taught so many people that bullying is a good thing. Ata John, look at this useless brat. Why are we even spending time here? This bully, you are the one who used to come with that your crooked voice. We have now your real voice. We recorded it during your marriage. When you did your marriage, we have your voice. We know who you are. With those you have Facebook platforms that are not real, those that are real, you know we know you now, and that's why you are trying to apologize, because we know your profile and everything. So you want to prove now that you want to become a good. If we didn't have your information, Ata John would not be making apologies today. Because we now have his family, everything, his family business, wherever he lives in Netherlands. We have the address, his wife, everything about Ata John. That's why he's apologizing. Fellow Amazonian, you don't even know. These are wolves in sheep clothing. These are people that are vandals and vagabonds. These are the worst people that exist in this our nation. Because they knew that we have their sincere. When we send them screenshot of his marriage and everything, he got shocked. He got shocked. When we sent him screenshot of everything about him, he was shocked. And that's why he came to say, I want to apologize for the people I've insulted. Don't worry, it's just the beginning. We documented everything. Look at Ata John. Look, he keeps sharing those things. Look. Please stop all forms of cyberbullying. This is damaging the image of Amazonia before international communities. So you damage the image of Amazonia for 4 years. 4 good years. 4 good years. This is worse than attack and Jipo. Salvation is personal. So it's my personal decision to apologize to any individual I insulted before I'm contacting them via PV. So you have caused so many deaths of our soldiers, revealed so many entails of our families, put our families in jeopardy, and now you want to come and say you want to apologize? Salvation is personal, my ass. To hell. As a top manager, when there is a problem in a company, you are liable and not the employees. Dr. Sako, who signed my trip to Buya? Now Ata John now they ask Dr. Sako who signed my. In fact, make I put name. Me wanna see say na Ata John not be me. Ata John they say Dr. Sako, who signed my trip to Buya? Now Ata John this is Toko, no be me. Say Dr. Sako, who signed my trip to Buya? Now it is Dr. Sako, who signed my trip to Buya? When I don't see him, Dr. Sako, and you this people say doctor. You put doctor for there. Eh? Dr. Sako, we thief. Grandbang Sako. Say as top manager, when there is a problem in a company, you are liable and not the employees. Dr. Sako, who signed my trip to Buya? Thunder fire you did ask my trip to Buya. So when I started asking and posting my receipt, you were the one who first asked me, where is my receipt? You were asking me to prove that I gave the money, right? Even when I posted a receipt, you were still coaching me and talking so nasty about me. Yeah? Idiot. Shenge. This is another one coming. Look at this. Donating any kobo when Dr. Sako, John Ba, Bo Hebet, Kometa Elvis, Seseku, Ayok are still in charge at your own risk. No. You are the one. You are the thief who went and prompted Sako, did everything for Sako to be. Is Sako that's the thief? When you did commit sin, and getting curses, insulting your amber bros, they will praise you. When you realize yourself, adjust them, go coach you. You were the one that was coaching us. So many people who adjusted you make life very unbearable for them. Now you are testing it. Idiot. Hi dear, how are you? Hope good. I would like to talk to you when you are free. I need to sincere apologies to you. Same I'm doing to you is same I'm going to do to all I attack and insulted. I regret insulting any Amazonian. Shut up, my friend. I say you regret insulting any Amazonian. That's why. Oh, you insulted the entire Amazonia. Okay, good. You are fine. Good. You know I don't know grammar like you. You insulted the entire Amazonia. Thunder fire you. That's why I want to apologize to you. I'm talking to you like this because I have realized all this cyberbullying is not helping this revolution. You are the one that have been practicing cyberbullying. Call yourself Amazonian police. My ass. Idiot. Shenge. Fellow brothers and sisters, you are all seeing now all these things. I've been saying it. Look, another one. He say, now he's asking for refund my money. This Atta John here. No be me. Atta John say, my money be inside my trip to Boya. My money be inside my trip to Boya. Money 500. When I refund my money by giving Aya Foundation. Thieves. When I see him, not me to talk. Atta John say, make my trip to Boya refund you $500 by giving it to Aya Foundation. The very same Aya Foundation that Atta John was fighting. Just like Chris Ano wanted him to fight. The very same Aya Foundation that Atta John was fighting yesterday. You now saying that they should refund your $500 by donating to Aya Foundation. Fellow Amazonians, when I talk about evil people in their struggle, listen, I don't have any gain in this struggle. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. I talk with the Bible in my hand every time because the real merciful truth. This same Atta John has been coming live and saying that he's talking merciful truth. It is just like Prince Jekal. Wait, now last time be time. The Prince Jekal as an activist today, I want to say, ask Tapang Ivo. I blame myself. If I did not tell Tapang Ivo to take Prince Jekal and put under consortium activist who know this 734 teeth today, I blame myself. Prince Jekal will never have ever been any activist. At the time when we were fighting and Victoria was not doing well, we wanted somebody from Victoria. Let me tell you how we made activists in the revolution. We selected from every state, from every region that was a little bit difficult. So we look anyone that could be able to speak a little bit from there, and then we empower to be an activist. That's how we defeated La Republic in media. And so I am the one who proposed to Tapang Ivo that there is somebody from that area that is one of the family of Chief Asawanyi that was even a bad chief during the time of the uprising of the Bangwa resistance and so on. I said, Prince Jekal could do something. So we are the one who even made this guy an activist. Ask Tapang Ivo. Mame Jera ran away. If not, you could have asked Mame Jera, he would tell you. Mame Jera came before him. We made them activists. You don't know Ivo William Jesus that time was an activist. Sally Mae was an activist before. You know all those people, right? We made the people activists, and we are still there because we were the main actors. If all the children leave from classroom, the teacher remain the teacher. Teacher will never stop being a teacher. Even if all the students are dismissed from the class, the teacher remains a teacher. Whether a teacher has somebody to teach or not, remains a teacher. That's who we are. We have formed so many activists, and they turn even and fight us. Look at the Iron Lady that I formed. When people were fighting against me, the same Iron Lady turned against the ADF. You can see that. We have seen all sorts of things in the revolution. And so the merciful truth is what I speak. The merciful truth is what I speak. When you want to hear merciful truth from the 734 teeth like Bifaka Jekal, you know tomorrow he will apologize. Ask Mark Barretta. Mark Barretta will apologize to you that the idea of the government was a bad thing, was a shithole thing. And I was telling him that time, and he was not understanding. Ask Eric Tato today. Eric Tato will tell you that the idea of the government and Sako was a bad thief. That the Sako was a demon. And he did not know when Verla Franklin was talking. I talk with facts. My people, look, I might not be a grammarian, I might not speak grammar, but I have allowed God to use me in this struggle. I have allowed God to use my instinct, use my enthusiasm, and use my characters to shape this revolution. I have allowed myself to be used. I've allowed myself to be turned to anything in the revolution. And so I want you all to benefit. Work on me. Use me. I have asked leaders that are genuine to use me in any way because I dream. And my dream for this revolution are always better. I dreamed about, just like my dream about a month ago. And that dream is coming, is fulfilling. I see it. The glory of God is come. I see the glory. I see big light in the tunnel. Today, whatever I've seen is so huge. America is cooking it big time for us. America is cooking big time for us. Trust me. America is going to call La Republic. Oh, baby, how are you? Kiss. Trust me, that's the end of Cameroon. I'm talking from America. It is 12:30 a.m. Washington, D.C. time. 12:30 a.m. Washington, D.C. time. And so I'm not messing with my words. Be very factual, my people. So look at Atta John. Let us round up with Atta John here so that we can understand here. So tomorrow when we speak, listen to us. Don't be a victim. Current frontline leaders turn guns on ground zero against Amazonia. Kills on. When I kill my 6 family members. Yeah. When they killed all the 39 were kidnapped in Bui. 38 of them have been killed. I went to ground zero. I did everything possible to see if there's any remaining life. My people, this here you have to understand this one. All that was kidnapped in Bui were killed. Tomorrow I have a breaking news for Amazonian tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow. I'm not gonna announce time. I will be live now nearly on daily basis. I'll be live now nearly on daily basis. All the forces that were kidnapped in Bui, whether they were ADF or not, are killed. Do you see how evil Chris Arno and Libya LM TV is? Anything that comes out from the mouth of anything close to Sako is disaster. If we warriors were allowed on their own to take decisions, I don't think they will kill their brothers and sisters. Those are their brothers. All the forces that were kidnapped in Bui, killed. Only General Efang escaped mysteriously. I did everything possible to have proof of a single life. As I was in Bui, I didn't have it. All the forces that were kidnapped with ADF forces have been killed in Bui. This is the news. Tomorrow I have the details coming in tomorrow, breaking life. Saddest situation. Anything that went close to Sako, disaster. Look at Akwanga today, disaster. Nso Foncha, disaster. My trip to Buya, disaster. 20 million, disaster. Marijuana investment, disaster. Everything. Disarmament commission is going bigly because of Samuel Sako Ekome. Everything that went close to Samuel Sako, look at Nambere, disaster. Look at a commando in Batibo, disaster. Anything. If Dr. Cho Ayaba had gone to Samuel, Amazonia, forget, you could have just allowed Paul Biya to be your dictator for life. Anything. We are praying now that if we are just praying God that we should see Sako and Biya sit together. If Sako and Biya finally come to table, we know that that's the end of Biya. That's it. Please pray so hard. Pray so hard that Sako and Biya finally sit, because if they sit, that's the end of Biya. And Biya knows. Biya understand that anything that goes close to Sako must fall down. Biya is avoiding even Sako. His own. So if Sako and Biya sit, that is it. And so let us pray that Sako and Biya should sit, because anything that goes close to Sako must fall down. Do you understand? Tactically, they should sit so that will be a defeat and a winning for us. Because anything that goes close to Ashawari must go down. If Sako was really a person that wants Amazonia to be freed, he could have just gone and sit with Paul Biya and talk. Because whenever they go to sit and talk, we win bigly and fatly. But he knows. That's why he will not go to sit and talk with him directly. He will only go and talk but with Swiss. Do you understand? This is the irony here. Look at Atta John is crying. People, look at this. Reserve what? Na nim we I use send ma. Hey, when I see him, Ata John don't say the name where be the use am for send money for my trip to Buya. When I see him, he don't bad. Ata John say Reyes Votes is the name that he used to send $500 to my trip to Buya. He said, when I send the money to Aya Foundation, show me evidence, thieves. When I see the name where Ata John be the use am for send money to my trip to Buya, Reyes Votes, and he say if he send na $500, say me they send the money for Aya Foundation, show him receipt. So you see, Ata John had more than 1,001 ghost profile names. He even for send money for my trip to Buya, na ghost name he use up. Say Reyes Votes. When I see him, look at the reality here coming out. Because we stood so strong, because we are a never again generation, because Major General Verla is unbeatable, unstoppable, and unrepentant Amazonian person. Believe in my merciful truth. Don't believe in my merciful truth as your own risk. I told you Ata John was so evil to the struggle because everything he was doing was worst. And today he himself is saying from his mouth that 4 years he has been fighting, destroying, bullying Amazonian people, destroying unity, that he himself discovered that salvation is personal now and he wants to be a born again. Chai, we don't suffer, my people. We don't suffer. When I see Ata John, people like Don Pacho, where Sako be the beg, you need for most talk. Make we expose you. Don Pacho will certainly be live in this Liberation TV days ahead. Don Pacho, you go come live. When I see him, now this way don't talk. He say people like Don Pacho, where Sako be the beg ye net for most talk. Make we hear us. That means say as Don Pacho be run, Sako be the backup. We know Sabi will be there for inside. We know Sabi. That means say as Don Pacho be come so don't vex. Don Pacho too be give $500. Don Pacho be give $500 too for my trip to Buya. That means say Don Pacho, I can't wait to have you in Liberation TV, brother. We are don't are you free tomorrow? Now we will not work because of Corona. Can we talk tomorrow? Don Pacho, tell me the time. I will just be the same time. I don't know if me and Mandela's have meeting tomorrow. Today, now even today, we get meeting today, Mandela or tomorrow. I don't know. Mandela's gonna tell me. I don't know whether we're gonna schedule meeting now today. No, say Mandela's are doing things for themselves, not be me. So Mandela's, you need to tell me when is your meeting time because when I know say now when I don't do everything where I be there for ground zero now. So I be now just member. So when I go tell me when time for meeting day. You see the way Mandela's function? Power not there for inside Mandela. When I go especially na me go to tell everything where there for Mandela. Now Mandela still even instead they tell me what way I never do. Then they tell me what way they don't contribute. Tell me how they don't help that with sister for na Congo or na for side that with sister where la Republic be drive them so. Mandela's have been helping her. Mandela's have been helping her there to be stable. You see, these are Mandelas like this. They have so many things going on there in Mandelas that sometimes I just catch it from behind. So thank you so much, Eric Azara and all. You are doing amazing job. Wally on the move. Great. You are doing great job, Wally on the move. One of the thank you so much, Wally on the move. Great job. Eric Azara, unbeatable woman, unbeatable lady. God bless you all. All Mandelas. I salute Una so much. I respect Una so much. Distinguished, able, responsible ladies and gentlemen. I not even fit for untie Una shoes. I not even fit for call Una name. Thank Una plenty for saving the nation. God bless Una. Tomorrow meeting I go talk my heart for Una. As I come out go ground zero, now only motivation for Una. But see how Una do things them. It keep me going. Motivation where the spend I know the thing because I know say Una there Una do great job. If I spend and all my money don't finish, I know say when I go to do other things them until I come back like now. I don't come back. Even say Corona don't make them, I don't lost all my jobs. All my companies closed. But as a one-man commando even in business, one-man commando in hustling, at least I'm able to fall back. I don't stabilize myself now. I am on my feet now. Whether Corona stand for 2-3 years, I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna beg anything from anywhere. I stabilize myself already. And I'm not dealing with Corona now. Whether job or no job, I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's called sustainability. I knew that one time some shit could happen in my life. And so I stabilized myself. So I want to thank you all Mandelas for the great job you are doing. Look at Ata John. Yeah? Ata John. You are here crying now. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah? Okay. Donating. Ata John come again. Saying, donating to Sako. This are your own risk. Now you. Now your own risk. No be we own risk. Because you allow yourself to be manipulated. Yeah? When you see clear evidence from people like Don Pacho of Sako, you will understand. We know all those things. We have been saying it. You want to say now as if it's new? We know all those things. We have been saying it. Idiot. See, wanna see? All the La Republic goes this, blah, blah, blah. Youth of Amazonia must not allow Papa and Mama them above 50 years for the cause disunity in this struggle. Of course, your leadership speak for itself. You allow people that are above 50 years to be your leaders. We in AGOVs, our leader is Dr. Cho Ayaba. He's the youngest leader in this struggle. He's a young man. He's not as old. He is young. He's a youth. And that's why we choose a youth. Because in La Republic, old people have taught us where chicken urinate. And so you come to Amazonia, you expect the never again generation to have somebody older than Dr. Cho Ayaba as a leader? You must be crazy in your ass, and in your mouth, and in your nose, and in your ear. You are crazy in your eyes, in your nose, in your ear, in your chin, in your ears, in your mouth, even in your ass, and even in your canas. You must be crazy. Fellow Amazonians, the youngest leadership of Dr. Cho Ayaba is the pragmatic leadership. I am not doing worshipping and praising here. You have never seen me and Dr. Cho Ayaba shaking hands. You have never seen me and Dr. Cho Ayaba together. Not the reality. You have never seen us together. They sent one mosquito for you. Who sent mosquito to my studio? Internet through. Oh, the door is open. Shit. So I want you people to understand. We have not come here to make friends in this revolution. We not be friends with Dr. Cho Ayaba. We not be friends with he. That is a gunman. You don't even go close to a gunman very carelessly like that. If he make mistake, put gun for man you hate. You understand? When I don't go close to Dr. Cho Ayaba, I know he's a gunman. That man can put gun in my head. You understand? That man is a strong man. We keep distance from him because that man, Dr. Cho, ask Paul Bia, they go tell you say Dr. Cho Ayaba no be easy man. So some of we would see now for media so he correct because that man, easy. And so tomorrow we shall be bringing you the messages of Dr. Cho Ayaba tomorrow. You shall hear the messages because it's difficult for me to go close to him because this man is a gunman. Any dictator in Africa is afraid of Dr. Cho Ayaba. And so you have to understand that it's not a man where you just want to don't play around with the gunman. He want to free Amber. This man is sent from God, like by God, to come and liberate us. He's a Messiah. We don't want to go as viruses because some of us can be infiltrated and we go close to him and the virus. We don't want anyone mingling around him. By the way, it's part of resistance. That we don't want people mingling and trying to disturb his tenacity. Do you understand? Good and fine. I hope you understand. We have to protect what is ours. If I tell you that Dr. Cho Ayaba will turn, you think you wanted to kill him in London. Let me tell you that me, Major General Verla, leave Dr. Cho Ayaba with me on there. He is going nowhere. If Amazonian leave Dr. Cho Ayaba and me and him on there, there's nothing that can ever shake Dr. Cho Ayaba so far as I'm concerned. Whether internal or external, I don't give a shit. If anyone internal, whether you are in AGOC, whether you are in ADF, whether you are an Amazonian or a Republican, whether you are international, whatever, if you have planned to do anything to Dr. Cho, let me tell you that first of all start from me here. Because I am the #1 watchman of Dr. Cho Ayaba. Whether you know or you don't know today, I tell you here today. I want to tell you here, I might not say his name every day. I watch the media. When you see 1 or 5, 10, 20 people, 1,000 to people today talking to Dr. Cho Ayaba, you don't know it's because of the work I did. I did my work sincerely and honestly. I did my job very lucidly and concisely. Crystal clear like water, transparently I did my job. And my job has proven very bigly and fatly. I'm so proud of that. You know, when I succeed in life, I am proud. I never lost a battle. And I want to thank all the AGOVs because with me alone, I could not achieve this. I want to thank especially the right-hand people that I have in this revolution. Unfortunately, or fortunately, they are Mandelas. Mandelas, you did the job. Me alone, I could not do this by myself. You understood the vision, and you implemented the vision to protect the leadership that be. On my own, I would not be able to do it. I could have been sweating in online every day and crying like I used to do before. Mandelas, you came and took this pressure and stress out of me. AGOVs, you took the stress and pressure out of me. Today, look at the highest collaboration we have built. I have been in between, slowly, as tiny as I am, small, skinny as I am, bringing big people together. Look at the collaboration with activists today. I am so proud. So proud. I'm proud. Eric Tato. Once more, I'm proud of Eric Tato. I'm proud of Mark Barretta. Proud of Capo Daniel. Tapang Ivo Tanku. You are unbeatable. I'm proud. I'm proud that activists, 99.9% activists have come together today. This is a dream that has come true. And I want to let Amazonian people to know more is coming. I have started preaching the mega national unity. Mr. Michael Nam will be joining as one of the youngest activists that you will have soon. There is also a group of some young activists that will be coming on board. I'm so proud that Amazonians people have taken up the ball by the horn. Mr. Michael Nam is one of the greatest activists. He will be coming, and in somehow times ahead, we will have Dr. David Makongo when it comes to Amazonia mega national unity. Unity of purpose. Unity that want to bring Amazonian people together. Seseku Ayok Tabi. And all the genuine leaders. And so in days ahead, I meet with Dr. David Makongo in Gold Coast in Ghana, in one of the most strategic and tough venue, and we discuss and charted a way forward on how this is going to be. And I want to thank Dr. David Makongo for all the promises that he made, especially the financial assistance as far as this unity is concerned. Dr. David vowed that Amazonian people will be united. And whatever it takes him, he is ready for that. And I want to thank him so much. Amazonians, so you know how committed some people are. Dr. David Makongo henceforth is declared as a big brother to Amazonia. And so when they talk about the big brother, you know Dr. David Makongo is the first big brother you have. There are some people in revolution that choose to play the part of big brother. Dr. David Makongo has taken one of the first steps as a big brother in this struggle. So we want to thank Dr. David Makongo for playing the part of a big brother. And so much is coming. So much is coming. So there is a lot of mega Amazonia. We have a national mega national unity coming. And so there are so many things that are going behind the scene right now as I'm talking. I have worked so hard for that since I was in Ground Zero. And I want to be so proud that our refugees in Ghana will be coming together. They fractured into two about maybe a year ago. And I think that Akwanga's hands are not clean in terms of that too. But otherwise, I don't want to look at the things that made them to fracture. But I want to say that working with Dr. David Makongo, we are going to bring all our refugees, Nigeria, Ghana together once more. I had talks with them. The leadership in Ghana, Nigeria, we had talks. And they proved very fruitful. And they also want to be together. So that when we come abroad and we have one kuku or one fufu for them, then go fish share them together. So I want to thank them all. I want to thank Dr. David too. Because I'm really happy that all of them mentioned Dr. David. Anytime I was talking to them, they mentioned Dr. David to me. So Dr. David, I want to thank you for the great job that you have been doing to them. You have supported them financially. So in that case, please, I want everyone to understand that your financial support, Dr. David, to our people is all documented. And the people were talking to me with facts, receipts, and evidences. And so I want to thank you all Amazonians for being very truthful. Thank you so much, big brother, Dr. David, for the job well done. My journey in Ground Zero was so fruitful that I am now a born-again person. I'm a different person. I know I'm not going to be different from the merciful truth I've been talking, but I'm going to be more serious because when I speak now, I speak knowing that Ground Zero forces are always listening to me. I didn't know that they watch Facebook. I didn't know that those in Ghana and Nigeria has their TVs tuned to watch us. I didn't know that people upload me in YouTube. When I went to Ground Zero, I discovered that all my videos are in YouTube. Some people put in YouTube, and so many people watch me directly from YouTube when I didn't put. And so I decided to create a YouTube channel with my name. Type my name that you know in YouTube and you have my YouTube name, my YouTube videos. All the videos I made in Liberation TV and YouTube, I never advertise it because I use that as an archives just to keep the videos. And so Ground Zero motivated me and said they watch me from YouTube. I said, show me the videos. They show me all my videos are in YouTube. I didn't know. And so I want to thank all of them. I will not accuse anyone again in Ground Zero. I have never been doing that. I will not do that. If the devil wanted me to do that, I will not do it. When I leave Ground Zero, I promise all that Ground Zero told me to do, I am doing it already, and they are seeing it. Mega national unity remain very pragmatic and priority. Respect to all our soldiers, lifting their morals remain the same thing. Ground Zero told me, our civilian told me that even when our soldiers are wrong, we should not expose them to La Republic. We should make sure that we caution them internally. I am respecting that too. Just like what happened in Kuge in Batibo. Our forces are not angels. They are not pastors. They are not bishops. Ground Zero civilian already told us that when situation arrive like that, we are bound to solve it internally, so that we should not make other soldiers to feel like whenever they make a mistake, they are going to be seen as devil and demons, when their crime is only that they took up guns and bullets to defend our population. And so anything that happened with our soldiers, we take it very, very, very not lightly, but we take it professionally. And those of you that we are fighting Batibo, like Sikot Johnson, Eugene Uefa, that was even blackmailing his own brother, that's a very good person, blackmailing his own twin brother. This is so sarcastic. You have now seen that you wanted, after you fought against ADF, commando that you thought that was funded spoke, and then you went in thin air. Look at commando was not funded. Almost a year now, nothing was given to commando. And so you understand, La Republic has come back to Batibo now. ADF is the only one that has been fighting. I want to thank you, ADF forces in Tarikun. The ADF forces, few hours ago as I'm talking, just ambushed the Tarikun police station. The ADF forces on Saturday in Jakiri did a great, marvelous job. The No Mercy team did a great job Saturday and Sunday. In Bui, all the action that took place on Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday was done by ADF forces in the entire Bui state of Amazonia. Kudos and thank you so much. Thank you so much, the forces of ADF, entire Bui. You did great. By the time we are done, there will be great clarity and cleanliness in Bui state of Amazonia. Thank you so much for respecting the code of conduct and everything. Never fight your brothers and sisters. But anything that comes close to you to kill you, you know already what you need to do. Send to Satan. If people don't come to attack you, you don't know they exist. But if people come to attack you, you know the answer. Send to Satan. At this time, ADF is not looking for friends, except the collaboration that they already have. And collaboration is done by their leadership. And so anything that comes to ADF, you want to come greet ADF, you told ADF that you cannot go to anywhere without sending official message, and now you want to just take to Fumbet that you want to go and greet them. When they have killed ADF in Bui, saying that ADF needed to tell Free Marshal of Bui that they were coming in. I went to Bui without telling anything. I was waiting for something to happen so that I can show you who and whatever I am. That I would tell people in Bui, my own place where I was born, before I come. The same thing Cameroon wanted us to do. That anytime you want to come to Amazonia, you must fly to Douala on Simaleng. When you fly to Douala on Simaleng, do you know what you do? You are telling the immigration system of La Republic that now you want to go to Amazonia, but they want to approve you to go to Amazonia. And you want me to tell the Marshal of Bui before I come to Bui, quick for Netu. You only have to kill me like you killed the 38 children of Amazonia. Do you understand? And so Tukasa, you want to go to Batibo to go to greet ADF forces. Now so they do. So you want to go greet ADF forces with your hunter gun. One bullet inside. One mob. This is so funny, my people. It's so funny. So thank you so much, my fellow brothers and sisters. Man of God, Asobo George, you had a question about the TV setup to me. I don't know if your question was answered. Please, man of God, if your question was not answered, reach out to me later, please. And I refer you to go and ask to a particular person. If your question was not answered about your TV for doing the great work of God, I am going to answer the question because we can't be stingy with information. Thank you so much, man of God. Thank you for appreciating the background. And you know, we keep with modernity. You know, we are modernized people. We are the never again generation, 21st century, and so we keep changing things. So you will preach the word of God that's genuine in the background like this. For me, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. Just a little bit of investment and everything will be okay. So in Jesus' name we pray. Thank you. So fellow brothers and sisters, fellow Amazonians, there's no ceasefire. The last thing I want to talk today before I go. Tomorrow I have the real talk show tomorrow. I don't want to always announce my talk shows anymore. You know, I've done more than thousands of talk shows. Which activist in this struggle ever had 2,500 people watching? Which activist in this struggle has 2,000 people watching live? I have pulled the highest crowd in this struggle. I compromise popularity for the sake of winning independence. When I talk about independence, not popularity, I am the example. I'm the living testimony. I pulled 2,500 people, 2,000 people watching me live during federation. I did not even achieve 10 state federation. And so during independence, I know that it's only guns and bullets. There's no popularity in this thing. Mark Barretta and Tapang Ivo, if they are honest, they will tell you, no activist has pulled any crowd in this struggle like I did. I am one of the people that did not fear La Republic. Whatever they were saying to me was foreign news. My family disowned me. Everyone, friends told me, be careful, be careful. They have kidnapped Balas and Fontem, the Mancho, BBC, Penterens. Be careful, they are coming for you. La Republic was threatening us abroad. I don't give a shit. I say, kidnap me for the sake of my people. I got no problem. I'm one of the activists that motivated so many people to be in Facebook today. So many people put themselves as ghost profile. Yahweh, the God of Amberland. I want to be so thankful. I have never been a ghost. I will never be a ghost. I am real. I show you from day one that when you fight liberation of the people as a real person, the enemy does not have any right to attack you as a terrorist. Because if I'm a terrorist, I will not come to live TV like this, go to places, help our people. Our people will be running away from me. I am real, man. This is me. This is me here. This is me. You see my face. You see the mark in my face. I never put mask in any talk show. And so we have emancipated our people from that mental slavery, that fighting for liberation. You have to mask yourself. You have to act like a terrorist. You have to act like this. You fight for a genuine cause. You have to be real. I am real in 2016, real in 2017, real in 2018, real in 2019, and real in 2020. And I told you that 2019 was the end of Ashawari Republic. You thought I was kidding? Capo Daniel knows this. I said when they staged Capo Daniel about the fake United Nations Decolonization Committee invitation that was fake, I said this is the end of Samuel Sako. You kidnapped my trip to Buya. I said never again. I said 2019 was the end of Sako. We keep it real. It's true. It was a prophecy. I don't miss I never lost a battle. When they staged Dr. Cho Ayaba in London, I said Dr. Cho Ayaba is a Messiah. There's nothing you can do about that. Gone are the days when Messiah was not seen in the hometown. That was done in the days of Jesus Christ. I said we are living in 21st century now. Messiahs must be seen in their hometown because we are a never again generation. You have seen it today. Dr. Cho Ayaba, we love you. Thank you so much, big brother. Thank you, brother. You have made us proud. If we stood behind you like this and you went to Swiss talks and you allow yourself to be compromised because of money, when they raised money, they thought they could capture you with money. They captured Dr. Benisa Akwanga. They thought that now, oh, I want to make Dr. Cho Ayaba as a minister of defense, as a chief of defense under me, because I have 2 million now. You thought money could blink Dr. Cho Ayaba when he has people that tell him the reality like me? You thought you could blink Dr. Cho Ayaba with money? Dr. Cho Ayaba say you had money, put it at work. He don't need the money. Put the money at work. He told you to buy guns and bullets and send down there. He did not even cover his mouth. He said buy guns and bullets. He said Agofsi know how to buy. If you want Agofsi to help you, Agofsi will help you. No, you wanted to capture him with the money. Paul Biya has never captured Dr. Cho Ayaba with millions. Paul Biya has never captured Dr. Cho Ayaba with $1 billion. You think you will capture Dr. Cho Ayaba with millions? Fellow Amazonians, I have a big talk show tomorrow for all of you. I think today is already 12:59 a.m. in Washington, D.C. Thank you so much. I cannot stop because this thing is all in my blood. There is a lot to talk about tomorrow concerning ceasefire. Before I go, let me tell you here. I study international politics. I study conflict resolution. My credibility is here. Before I go, I want to show you this book. Understanding Global Conflicts and Cooperation. Do you see this? The flag looks like an amber flag, but this is United States flag. Do you see that? Understanding global conflict and understanding global conflict and cooperations. This book is written by An Introduction to Theory and History, 9th edition by Dr. Joseph Nye and David Wedge. Do you see that? It's a book of freedom. You see American freedom? Do you see that? When I speak, some of you don't know what I study. I speak because of theories that I've studied so many conflict theories, war theories, and how to resolve conflicts. That's why I took myself to Ground Zero and to Bui. I went there because I wanted to resolve some conflicts that were going on. I have the manifesto here. I don't need to break grammar here for you to tell me to know what is in my brain. I did successfully. Our people are coming together now than ever before, because I am now solving internal conflicts among us. It's what I studied, and I'm putting it in practice, and it's yielding fruits, and I'm seeing it. I'm so happy, proud of Amazonian people now that are understanding the reality on the grounds. So, in international politics, the one that declares war on another one is called an aggressor. The one that war is being declared upon is the defendant. The defendant is defending the aggressor. That means if the aggressor do not attack, the defendant has nothing to defend. That means if there is no war, the defendant wouldn't have existed. That means if war was not declared, you would have never known anything like self-defense or defendant existing. When the international organization or organs hear that defendant is calling for a ceasefire and ceasing fire, the international organs will change the mentality. They knew that the aggressor was Paul Biya, was La République, French Cameroon. They expect the aggressor who declared war to cease fire. When in international politics, I'm talking now, please listen to me. When the person will never declare war, he called for ceasefire. They come now to understand that that person that was lying, that was a defendant, was actually the aggressor. And now they will come to conclude that Cameroon was right to say that Amazonian people were terrorists. Because in what grounds and what capacity, in terms of international politics, are you ceasing fire? Did you declare war? You didn't. You cease fire for what? Self-defense is alienable human right, and you cannot stop any person on earth from not practicing self-defense. Do you understand the irony? The irony is that you might educate people actually to activate self-defense. You might educate people, you can teach people international politics. You can teach people international human rights, and nothing can happen. Nobody can arrest you for teaching people international human rights. Self-defense, self-determination are human rights. Even in American Constitution, Second Amendment, you cannot take it out. Because you cannot tell somebody not to defend himself. And so, when you want to cease fire for Amazonia, you are telling that Amazonian people should not defend themselves. Look, Amazonian people need to defend themselves against all odds in life. From Ebola, from meningitis, from polio, from coronavirus, from La République to Cameroon. And La République to Cameroon kills Amazonian people than coronavirus. La République kills our people than coronavirus. They will not declare a ceasefire when they kill our people. But a coronavirus that has not killed thousands of our people, you want to call a ceasefire for what? So the United Nations now has picked it over. I see the BBC has picked it over on a CNN. These are people that have not been documenting and exposing the killing of our people. Do you see that we are on our own? If the CNN, the BBC, and the United Nations has been talking to us like they pick up this ceasefire, we could have been freed. My people, we are on our own. The international conspiracy want an indivisible Cameroon. Me for, and so this is the first time I want to talk about me for. I don't want talking about women, but me for is an agent of one Cameroon. She is the first to propagate such falsehood, and she keep calling us northwest and southwest of Cameroon. I understand conventional journalism, but we are at war. Bystander during war is the worst thing in life. You can't be bystander during war. So, Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga partisanly declare a ceasefire. Partisanly, I want to say it, Ambazonia. We shall batter anything that want to tamper in Ambazonia. We shall batter them. We have called all Ambazonians to be vigilant. Do not attack United Nations officials. Don't attack any humanitarian officials. The United Nations officials in our land should not be attacked in any form. Never should they be attacked. We maintain our dexterity. We maintain our vitalization in a very sensible and focused manner. Don't attack any United Nations official or any international organs in our territory. It shows how professional we are and how profound in human rights we are. Geneva Convention must be respected. So the one that declares war is the aggressor and is the only one that can cease fire. And if you are a defendant and you want to call for ceasefire, the international organization sees you as one. Either you are a terrorist, two, or you don't even know what you are fighting for. The right to self-determination or self-defense is alienable human right, which means humans being until you die, you must defend yourself till you die. You must defend yourself till you die. And you do not cease fire from defending yourself. That means that if anything happened to you, it is called suicide. If you don't defend yourself and you are being killed, it is suicide on your part. Remember, God will punish you for allowing suicide to take place for you. You allow yourself to be killed when you know you could defend yourself. God will punish you because that is suicide. You have to defend yourself. It is human. You have to do that. That's why people go to pray to church. They have the crucifix. Oh, the blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. Because they want to defend themselves. The blood of Jesus. Holy Ghost fire. They are defending themselves. And self-defense is for life. Till you die. And when you die, your people even take you and put in a grave, in a casket. They bury you in one particular place. Because they want to defend your grave. That's why you go to our communities where we come from. When you go to somebody's grave, the family people will not get it right with you. That's why when somebody sells a land with a grave in our own place, in our society, the family members and the people in the society are always grumbling. People are always very sad that you sell your father, your parents' grave. Because we have to protect even the dead. Self-defense is even to the dead people. Our people, when they die, we protect them. And so somebody we want to call for a ceasefire when we are self-defendants. They don't understand. I told that Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga studied international conflicts or conflict resolutions. But today I think that when somebody is growing older and older, his brain is being... I understand. I studied human growth and development. There is a course that is called Human Growth and Development 2000. It's a course in America when you study political science or psychology or medical field. You must take that course as prerequisite. It's a prerequisite in America called Human Growth and Development. And when you study that course, they will tell you that when you are above a certain age, your brain cell, when they die, they don't replace. So when your brain cell die, it doesn't replace. And then you become, you start having mental retardation. Brain cells do not reproduce when you reach a certain age. Those above the age of 50, once a brain cell die from your head, that's it, is gone. That's why anyone above the age of 32, please practice very good habits. Limit too much drinking of alcohol. When you are above the age of 32, limit drugs consumption and too much alcohol. Limit it, because above the age of 32, your brain cells do not reproduce anymore. Get it straight. Above the age of 32, your brain cells stop reproducing. And above the age of 50, once your brain cell die, that is it. There's no replacement of brain cells. The body sometimes replaces that, why you can get wounds and you get healed. The brain does not get healed that way. The brain cells do not reproduce that way. When you are, that's why old people behave like little kids sometimes. They start behaving very retarded, like mental retardation, because the brain cells do not reproduce. And so I don't have any problem with leaders that are above the age of 50 behaving like these cowards. They have shown us a great master of cowardice. And so I understand, because I study human growth and development. I could tell you the psychology of, from the pregnancy, from connectivity. In fact, from being conceived to how children become connectivity. They learn human growth and development, the child philosophy. I can tell you the psychosexual cycle of a child, psychosexual cycle of feminine, female, everything, because I studied that as a course towards my journey to the medical field and psychology, and towards my journey to political science, when we study polity and the society, what we call sociology. And so I have the credibility to tell you all this, because actually I studied it and I have a grade in these things that I am telling you here. So do not mistake me the way I speak for my intelligence. And the African people, you are so intelligent around the world, and you have said people are racist against you because you go to a company and you have enough knowledge to work for the benefit of the company. But some people who speak grammar think you are idiot, you are not intelligent. That's why we see racists everywhere we go. Because they think the way we pronounce things based on our accent is our intelligence. Accent does not define the intelligence. Ambazonia have more than 100 accents, and those accents don't define our intelligence either ways. I am from so people have a strong accent, and one of the doctors that says this union with Cameroon was a very wrong union was Dr. Fonlon, was from so. And so he was the first one, then Soman was the first one to see that anything with Cameroon was going to fail. And so you don't define intelligence with accent, period. Look at Indian people. One of the greatest doctors and engineers and IT technicians in the world are from India. But India people have great accent than anyone on earth. Do you understand now? Look at people from Cuba. They have the greatest doctors on earth, medical doctors. But these are Cubanos, Memanos. Eh? Saluda a todos Memanos. Todo bien, Memanos. Buenos días, Manos. These are people, Spanish people. So don't judge people from their accent, because if accent was what can take people to be genius on earth, all American people, all people from UK, Canada, people from Australia could have been geniuses. Is that the case? Don't judge people from their accent. It doesn't define intelligence. Pragmatism, practicality is what defines people. So only a party that calls for war has the legitimate powers to cease fire. The one that is defending will only stop when the one that is coming as an aggressor will stop. It is an idiot or a fool for defendant to say, I want to cease fire. You will cease fire, then you will declare which fire. You want to now accept to the international community that you are a terrorist. Which fire did you declare that you want to cease for? You see defending women and children, defending. You are defending. If they don't come, you don't know they exist. Then you are defending, and then you say you want to cease fire. It's like ADF. Imagine ADF say, I want to cease fire. That means that ADF has been attacking people. ADF don't attack people. People come to attack ADF. So ADF act in self-defense. And so the people that have been attacking ADF, like called Atajon now are calling for a ceasefire to ADF. Called Atajon and the Dashwash. They are now saying that no, we cease fire for attacking ADF. Oh, we cease fire for attacking ADF. Oh, which Amazonian people were they insulting apart from ADF? They are not declaring a ceasefire to attacking ADF. ADF cannot declare any ceasefire from attacking them. What? ADF don't attack them? And so Amazonian people, do you attack La Republic? You are defending. You defend the attacks of La Republic. They are the one that sent terrorists to our land. And so when you want to cease fire, what brain are you using? Which education level are you using? You call yourself a doctor? I mean, I speak from, look, my people, look. Let me show you. What? Look. I speak from big books. I studied these books. I don't just talk. Look at the books I studied. Look, Chinese economy, high growth, everything. I talk from I have a library in my house. I think that I have to bring all the books that I have, so that when I talk to you, I have boxes of books that I studied. And the way I study is very strategic. You will never see me open book and read like this, read like this, read like this. I read only in the lines. The way I read the books is different. You cannot read with me, because the way I read is this. I open a chapter, I look at the content of the chapter, I underline the subtopics of the chapters, and then the subtopics of the chapter. Sometimes I don't need to read it. I already know what is there. This is the way God structured me, like that. I am not a reader. I don't read. My classmate will tell you that I am one of the people that never came with books in the class. I don't take notes. I never go in United States. I don't have notes. I never sat in class in America taking notes. Maybe it was mathematics. Yes, mathematics is thing that you are solving. So I will sit and my chart. Usually I have a chart. I sit with my chart and then I'm solving my equation. Once I have the answer, I have it. I don't need to write it. If you know 1 + 1 is 2, it's always gonna be 2. When I do my titration in chemistry in America, they will tell you in the laboratory that I am one of the. They call me a genius when it comes to titration. I never do trade titration to know the average. When I go to chemistry laboratory, I titrate one time. As I run to my burette, tight up, pump, I take it. The rest of the thing I modulate it. I just put the numbers, fill it up. That's it. I don't spend up to 20 minutes in chemistry laboratory. I did organic chemistry. I did physical chemistry, qualitative analysis, allometry analysis. All these things I know, because it's 1 + 1 is 2. Chemistry is chemistry. Formula of phenolphthalein is a formula. It 10 rates at this time. This is the end point. Is the same whether you did it in Europe, in Africa, in America. The end point with phenolphthalein and acid-based titration is the same. Why you do I need to tell American that I have to follow American procedure? I don't follow American procedure. In science, answer is answer. When I come to the lab and they tell me to follow the American procedure, I rubbish my professor one time and he said, why? I told my professor, listen, how was... Because they wanted me to follow procedures, the American procedures. I told them when I was in University of Yaoundé 1, I did not follow the Francophone procedures. I followed the Anglo-Saxon procedures that I learned. Even University of Yaoundé 1. I was nominated to go to compete in University of Douala because I was one of the highest titration person in chemistry in University of Yaoundé 1. I had to go to University of Douala to compete in chemistry. And I'm just an animal biology student. You see this? Because in the Anglo-Saxon culture, we studied so well standard conditions. So in America, they tell me to follow the American laboratory procedure. I said, listen, 1 + 1 is 2. Whether in Africa, wherever, whether it's in Europe, in America, 1 + 1 is 2. Chemistry is chemistry. Math, it is the same chemicals. I said, listen, professor. He was like, no, you will be kicked out of the class. You'll be kicked out. And I said, professor, I want to ask you one question, and when you answer it, I will leave your class. I go to another campus and take the same course. Or I take another professor's course, because there are more than 3 professors with the same course. I said, professor, how was the antibiotics by name penicillin discovered? He put it here and put it here. I said, no, professor, how was the antibiotics by name phenolphthalein discovered? He asked me to explain to him and the class. So I came in front of the class and said, I greeted my fellow classmates and said, thank so much for giving me this opportunity. I might not speak so well, as I always say it, but just try to get it. Ask me to repeat, I will repeat. I can speak a little bit of Spanish, I can speak a little bit of French, and so I can ask me and I will explain. I say the first ever antibiotics discovered in America, they call it antibiotics. So the first ever antibiotic, we call it the antibiotics, right? So antibiotics that was discovered was called penicillin. Penicillin actually is derived from a bacteria by name Penicillium. And how was it discovered was because during the time of chicken pox that was killing cowpox that was killing so many people, scientists were trying to discover what this thing was. And so In laboratory, there's what they call the agar plate. Let me call agar plate. So it's a petri dish. A petri dish is like where laboratory you do your inoculation. So you take a bacteria you want to test, sample of penicillium. You want to, penicillium was the one that was causing people, people were dying from this cowpox, dying from it. And so in the laboratory, they were trying to experiment with the cowpox bacteria that causes that cowpox. And so they would take that bacteria and then they would put it in, inoculate it into petri dishes and try to see how it grew. Because you have to know the shape. In laboratory, you study the shape, the morphology, you do what they call the staining, the gram positive or gram negative. These are things we do in the lab for some of you that are scientists, right? So you take it, you inoculate it. Sometimes it take 3 days, sometimes it take 1 day, sometimes it take 1 week, depending on the life cycle of that bacteria. And so one scientist was, because before there were no rules in the laboratory, there were no norms. Scientists would just come and start doing their thing. No rules, no norms. And so in one of the scientists, he inoculated the cowpox bacteria in a petri dish to grow. After the period of growing has attained, he came back and discovered that in one corner of the petri dish, the bacteria did not grow. And what he saw in that area was mold, fungus. Mold fungus was in that area. So normally in the laboratory, you will say that is contaminated. It was contaminated, and that's true. It was contaminated. So you are supposed to throw it away, and then you make a perfect one, because you want to see all the babies. In science, we call it babies. Your bacteria are like babies because those are things that you are manipulating with. So if they don't grow so well in the concave glow, in the petri dish, so let me not call the names of petri dishes to confuse you. If it doesn't grow so well in your jelly is the food that you put in it. In the petri dish, you put a jelly and then you put them. You want the bacteria eat to grow very fast. So if they don't grow very perfectly, you are supposed to throw it because it's contaminated, and then you bring another one. You want to see all of them grow very well. So you cannot take them now, inoculate them, put them in your thing, do the G staining, gram positive, gram negative stain. When you do those staining, you discover the bacteria, those that are, protein code or not protein code. You see them, how they look in your slate. You put that in the microscope, and then you view the shape of the bacteria. And now you can determine what type of bacteria is that, based on the morphology that you are going to see, based on the staining. And then you do so many tests, starch tests, whatever tests, this test, and then you will discover the family and the classification of that bacteria. That's what we do in the laboratory. And so in that guy that was doing the test, in his own plate, at one area, the very same bacteria that was killing people in the world, it was a pandemic. Cowpox was a pandemic like this coronavirus, right? So at that corner, it did not grow. And then the scientists saw mold, bread mold, like bread mold, penicillium, growing there. Something ring in the scientist's head and say, something must have killed the cowpox bacteria from this area. Why the cowpox bacteria is not growing here and he see but mold? That means that mold must have killed the cowpox bacteria, and mold is now growing there because mold is powerful and mold has killed it. That mold was called penicillium. Penicillium was the name of the mold. And that is when scientists took penicillium to the laboratory and produced the antibiotic bacteria called penicillin. And penicillin was used now to administer to everyone that was sick of cowpox, and they all were healed. I asked the professor, if you do not allow me to make mistakes, how can I discover a new thing? The reason why the 21st century do not discover anything is because they are guided principles to follow in laboratories. Today, my professor is one of my greatest person. He called me a genius. I say, Professor, that's why I don't follow the scientific procedures that you have in 21st century, because they have hindered discovery. They have hindered renovation. They have hindered improvisation of theories. If you do not allow me to feel free in the lab, how can I discover something? How can I make a mistake that can further produce something more? Of course, we understand that chemicals can be very, very toxic. But in some levels, especially in the biochemistry or biology laboratory, we don't use toxic chemicals that way. And so people should understand that the world changed and evolved in the 17th century, where many things were discovered because they were not rules, they were not guided principles. Today you want science to discover something, but when you go to the lab to discover something, you are bound to follow some principles. You are bound to follow the same principle. How will you discover something new when you follow the same principles that already had discoveries? The principle we follow today in laboratories are principles that already discovers everything. So in other words, if you want to discover something new, you must use different principles that don't exist. Today my professor and the class, we are clapping. They started clapping hands and cheering me in the class. I became the chief titrator in the class. I became now the chief. When it comes to chemistry, now I became the, in United States, I'm talking this in United States. This happened in America. I become now one of the highly respected person in the chemistry laboratory. Like in the chemical laboratory, the same thing happened. I do my thing, my inoculations, my babies, and I studied tap water, the lift. I did the toilet seat, my mobile phone. I tell you, I can kiss a toilet seat, but this phone, if you give me your mobile phone, I will not kiss it. If I kiss my own mobile phone, it's because my bacteria are used to me already. If you give me your mobile phone, I will not kiss it. I will prefer to kiss a toilet in your school campus, because for once they use Dettol to clean that toilet. For once they use chemical to clean that toilet. When was the last time you cleaned your phone with a chemical? Every time, because of my study, I use hand sanitizer. I sanitize my phone every time. Why? Your phone has the worst bacteria that your toilet seat does not have. I did it in the laboratory. It's part of my work, my thesis. I will tell you that tap water is not clean as you thought. Tap water is always not clean. Water in the pool that is open is nasty because the birds are shitting on it. And when you take water from the pool and sample in the laboratory, you might not be able to enter the pool again. That's why people like us, we cover the pool. And people ask, why we cover pool? We cover the swimming pools that we use because we understand that. Fellow brothers and sisters, there's a lot to be discovered, a lot to be discussed. Some of us are not idiots. We don't stand in this revolution because we have no job. I tell you that 24/7 I'm occupied. When I take time to put in this struggle to save our revolution with merciful truth, please bear with me. I don't lack what to do. I am not as dull as you think. Neither do I call myself a genius. But I am not as dull as you think. If I'm not in talk show, I'm making a lot of money. I work for myself and I work for companies that are closed now. And without the companies, I still do my things for myself. Respect the people standing in revolution with merciful truth. We want our people down there suffering to stop suffering. I do not sleep under the bridge. If I sleep under the bridge, I will not take money and pay TV for 2 years. If I sleep under the bridge, I will not take $7,000 and invest in buying cameras, buying computers, microphones to come and be talking to you like this. I will be using my mobile phone as always. If I don't have means, I will not buy 3-4 phones like now, using 4 phones for the struggle. That should tell you that some of us are not talking in this struggle because we are poor, or we have no way to live abroad, or we are living under the bridge. I don't do these talk shows from under the bridge. It's from a studio, and that studio is not even where I sleep. In 2017, I was paying $750 every month for a studio that I was using. I was leaving from my place, going to one studio, paying $750 for that place that I was using for the studio, and I was paying the internet there for the struggle. I paid for 1 year. And so you can understand, some of us have invested in this struggle for since day one, and we are not tired. You want to know that before revolution, I am a humanitarian. I've helped our people, the orphans, the disabled, families that don't have, pay the bills of people in the hospitals. My organization have done that before. And that's why I embrace this struggle. I know the struggle of our people a long time ago. So don't tempt people like me, please, because God use our mouth. Whatever we say is not only us saying, because God has been standing with us. I hope that this point is clear at this time. I want to end here today. I think people around me are sleeping. I want to respect people sleeping too. Please, sometimes I forget that people are sleeping, and it's my bad. I want to respect people around me sleeping, and I want to say, see you today. Another time coming up. I don't want to say 5 p.m. Amber time, because I have not contacted the entire crew to see if they have talk shows coming. But I want to thank you all, thank all the activists for the great job you've been doing. You are all amazing, and I want to tell you that you are amazing. You are doing a great job. God bless you. Thank you so much. Remember, there's no pay for all you are doing. You're doing for the sake of your people to be free. Do not look at money. Don't think that any reward will come to you. God will give you reward in one way or the other. It could be accident coming, and and God takes the accident away from you. Maybe coronavirus about to attack you or your parent or your family. God takes the corona away. Or something shitty is about to happen to you, your wife, your children, or anything, or your car have accident. God takes it away from you. That is how rewards sometimes do come indirectly. So continue to do good for your people. Your people need you now than ever before. I want to thank all of you people so much for the great job that you are doing. Tomorrow's talk show is going to be very interactive. I will open the lines for everyone to call. I am back bigly and fatly, 100%. My journey to Ground Zero was a success. I will share some stories with you all from time to time. So many videos, but I cannot show some of the videos to you. So many documented things in YouTube. I've documented them and put them in documentary. I want to thank the people I met in Ground Zero. Took care of me, provided me security, safety, gave me all that I needed and above and beyond. I want to thank them so much, all of you that surrounded me in Ground Zero, especially my journey to Ground Zero, especially my journey to Ground Zero and back. I want to thank all. You did amazing. You could have turned the barrels, the same barrels I gave you, you could have turned it against me. We have lost a general just 2-3 days ago because one of those close to him turned a knife and killed him with one of the strongest general we have. And so I want to thank the people that were with me in that field. I want to thank Motivation for Mandela's Mom Nagela Giles, the Ericas, Sheikh Abiwa Malim, Dr. Cho Ayaba, Mom Messi Kwa, Defense First Lady. I want to thank all of you, Big Mommy, Grandma, Nanga Brohida, all of you. I was a little bit sick also when I was down there. I went to hospital. You saw that. I want to thank also Kesha Fru. Thank you. Isaiah Gament, the leader of the Amazonia in Middle East. The Mandela's leader in Middle East. I want to thank you too. I want to thank all of you that showed some love and encouragement. Mr. Henry Comey, thank you. God bless you for helping also to reach out to Mancho BBC. We reach out to our prisoners. A token of money was given to our prisoners. And going ahead, you will understand for anyone that want to reach out to prisoners. Mancho BBC is a father. There are two fathers of, because remember in the prison we have leaders. Everything is always for leaders. I have decided to change the story. So many young people from the villages in Konengi cry out to me. They have been crying out to me that they are begging in Konengi, like beggars, that they have to beg and kneel down before they can give them anything. So I decided to change the equation. And so as of now, after talking to Mancho BBC and Benji, and they accept to be the father of the fatherless in the prison. And so for anything that goes to prison, I will be gladly channeling it to anything, even if it is 100,000, I will split into two. Because I know that as a family, there's always some problem going on. So I split into two to the two fathers of them, and the two of them are working together. Benji and Mancho BBC are together. And so whatever you give, I split between Benji and Mancho BBC. The reason is that if somebody is not listening to Mancho, they will listen to Benji. And somebody is not listening to Benji, they will listen to Mancho. And so if you have somebody in prison that does not listen to Benji, does not listen to Mancho, and does not listen to other leaders that we always give money to, then that person has a problem. Then we need Aya Foundation to solve the problem. maybe. And so I thank to Mr. Henry Comey, who was the only person who gave 23,000 for me to add to give to Mancho BBC. I added 27,000, it make 50. And then the money I gave to Benji was all from me. Apart from that, all the money I spent from Ghana to Nigeria to Ground Zero to all commanders that I don't know and the ones that I know, that was 100% from my pockets. The only money that I gave anyway to Mancho was 23,000. That was given by Mr. Henry. Apart from that, I spent close to 5.5 million. The 5.5 was for me, and that is close to 10,000 US dollars. I want to be honest, not even Mandela's did I take anything. I said, Mandela's, your job is self-defense. Your job is self-defense, and anything that Mandela's pull out must go for self-defense. So if I take a charity trip, I don't need to bother Mandela's. Mandela's were asking me, oh, we need to donate, oh, we need to fund you, oh, we need to. I said, guns and bullets. Fakon need a gun from you. We need a gun from you. Why you want to give me money? No, concentrate on the guns and bullets. Mandela's is on the guns and bullets. Do you understand? That's how I am. That is who we are. And that's what ADF is. That's what AGOFC is. And that's what Mandela's are. I want to thank all of you people so much. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful time. Believe in your army. The ADF is a professional army for the people. The ADF has a code of conduct. And so there are certain things that concern defense. Don't contact me for defense because I'm not a deputy defense chairman. I am not a chairman for defense. I am a natural overseer of ADF. I have all the information. But sometimes if it's professional, I will not give it out. I will ask you to go to the deputy defense chairman or the defense chairman or to the executive leaders for information. Because I am the general overseer, naturally given by the creator to Amazonia. I oversee the general independence, I oversee the general revolution, and I oversee the general leadership that be. The executive leadership and the defense leadership. I oversee everything. Everything. Major general. Everything. So you understand that that is what I do. I don't need anyone to come and pronounce my appointment or anything. No. That means I will be disappointed and then I might drop out. I have taken a position that will make me never to give up. Till the kingdom come. Even if it is only me and Dr. Choaya Bastani. Do you understand? A clear or a no clear? Watana, wata, ekelebe. God bless you. Goodbye and thank you so much.